All right, awesome. So when we last left our heroes, the sun was beginning to set as they continued on their adventure after having taken quite the beating from a group of magically enhanced mud creatures that lurked in the depths of the swamp.
Gross.
It was gross. That's a great way to put it.
All right. So I guess Czar was taking the lead.
So Czar, Bonzi, and Ernestine, you begin to trek your way through the bog, your feet squelching in the mud as you make your way away from the mud creatures. Was there anything else you wanted to do before leaving the site of the fight?
Did we loot them insofar as we can loot these things?
Is that a thing in this system? Come to think of it.
There's not really anything on them other than
they're mud.
you can tell that they do have kind of like this strange, as you kind of like pick through where they had just like sunk back into the swamp. There are these places where the mud that made them is kind of like swirling around in the mucky water. And you can see there are, I believe I might have already mentioned this, there are these strange kind of like almost like burn marks in the mud. And you would recognize them, particularly Bonzi, from having studied that woman before. You recognize the markings of that same magic.
I think I remember there being something about it almost seeming radioactive or something that.
That's accurate.
Well, that's unsettling. Hey, guys! You know what this reminds me of? And Bonzi launches into her way too enthusiastic recap of the way too descript death scene of the poor late victim that we examined at the beginning of our journey. Much to everyone's delight.
I'm trying not to get bummed out here. I almost lost my sword. And I pull out my Sam shear from the mud.
Yeah, and you do, and you guys can see there are these little like tiny bites in your hand, because remember you took some damage when you went to grab it. You can see there are like these spiky bite marks almost, as if the plants under the water were taking a little nibble out of your hand.
Also, I feel like crap. Can you help me, Bone Man? I like move myself towards Bonzi.
Oh yeah.
Can I get a quick health check while you're looking at that?
Yeah, I'm at like 4. That's why I said that.
We start at
10.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I took damage last. I don't think anything even came close to me. So
I have 6 hit points and 11 action points.
Okay, so Ernestine's at 4, Bonzi is at 6,
I am at
and
6,
Zar is at 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We're getting some healing action up in this joint. You guys all get 4 adventure points for besting the mud monsters.
Hey!
we need to get to the site before sundown.
First things first. Ernestine, you got holes in you, and we don't want that. I will now mend you at the cost of 1 adventure point. Bonzi puts her bony fingertips against Ernestine's arm, and cuts seal up, burns kind of resolve and turn back into skin. You are healed for 5 hit points.
Sweet.
Nice.
Interestingly enough, I can't do that while we're in a fight. That's good to know.
Probably because it takes time and preparation. Also because mechanics.
It's probably like a fancy ritual. Do you dance?
I think it's such a intense focus that there's just no way you can do it while there's like swords being swung around or monsters coming at you roaring and snarling, or like you have to hold still and you have to focus the energy in. So it's a really intense, meditative, almost kind of direction of mojo, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
And your magic is like this, like kind of like creepy necrotic color, right?
It's like if you're looking at like a hairdryer or a heat gun and like you see like rippling in the air, there's no color to it, but there's definitely like you can see it. That's what happens whenever she's pushing it out. So
I love it.
I think I'm accidentally a lich, guys.
At this point, it's beyond an accident.
But I'm not like evil, bad, creepy lich. I'm just like, yeah, I'm a lich, whatever.
It's casual, it's casual lich.
Yeah, MBD Lich.
D-Lich.
NBD. OG Lich.
Oh, man.
Oh, these liches crawl. Okay. So,
that was really good.
Was there any other healing or things or dancing that you guys want to do before you continue on?
I think we're on a mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Czar. You're a pretty good shot for a guy with one eye.
Comes with the turf.
How you do that without depth perception?
Practice.
He draws a lot of paintings, so he can understand what perception is without
Oh,
having to actually see it.
that actually seems right.
Zara is actually an artist.
I like it. Sure. I paint my prey after I'm done, rather than taking trophies. I just go home and put a picture of them on the wall.
I actually did used to have an eye patch as a kid because I had one eye that was like lame and didn't
that
like to
sucks.
see. And by lame, I mean lazy. I had a lazy eye. And so I'd wear an eye patch to help the other one get stronger. And when I don't wear my glasses, I don't have depth perception.
Ooh.
I did have to wear an eye patch for a while in the 3rd grade because someone threw a chunk of concrete at my eye.
2 types of people.
Yeah.
The nerd and the cool kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was not a cool kid.
Come to think of
Okay.
it, my little sister had to wear an eye patch to help one of her eyes get stronger. All 3 of us have, like, glasses, contacts, what have you.
We all think Zar has a badass scar, but really he just has amblyopia and strabismus.
What? What is...
He has a wandering eye.
How do you...
Yeah, I just made it up. Okay, I heard an eye doctor say it once.
That's rad.
So the 4 of you, I mean the 3 of you. That's my job. I'm the DM. I'm supposed to bring it back to the game. So the
Hell
3
yeah.
of you slosh through the mosh.
Mhm.
And as you are, chilling. Just kidding, you're not chilling. As you are continuing on your adventure, you start to smell this just rancid, disgusting, oozing scent coming from ahead of you. When you look at the map, you can see that that's the direction that you have to go. But it just reeks.
I wonder if this
Uh,
even affects me, because I don't have a nose.
It does.
Damn, that is... Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
That's not good.
I actually have hang on.
It's never a good sign when smells are affecting your boneomancer.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, it doesn't so much smell, but you can feel it tingling on your bones.
Ew.
Are we talking like the smell of battle?
No,
Or is this like
Okay.
poop?
it's...
What?
Like
Where the
big
fuck
poo in
did
it?
that come from?
Well, 'cause she said it smells bad.
Poop smells bad.
Yeah.
yeah,
So is gasoline. What's your point?
I think more along the lines of gasoline.
Okay.
All right, radical. All
It's like gasoline and burning rubber.
Okay.
right, so that's bad. You don't want to smell that in a bog.
Yeah.
That's not a bog smell, come to think of it.
Yeah, not really. It sounds like electrical or something.
It is also, I mean, you can also smell like plant decay as well.
I conjecture that the plant decay is more a result of the first thing,
Mm-hmm.
not the other way around. Wait, maybe it could be the other way around.
Dun dun dun.
All right, so
A ponderous set of knuckles upon a cheekbone.
okay, so we should probably double time this then,
Yeah.
because I could be wrong here, but I feel like the bog's not supposed to be on like magical hate fire.
Yeah.
I'll- I'm just a simple ranger, but I feel strongly that this is not correct.
Yes. Yes.
All right, we are going to make a bit more haste than we were making 5 seconds ago.
That's fair. Yeah, let's double time this.
And so the 3 of you start to move even faster. And you can see on the map, you're tracking at the distance that you're going, especially having an expert ranger on the team. Do you want to go ahead and describe to me like what your tracking skills, how they come out here as you guys are moving quicker now? You're really like starting to have to use your skills.
Yeah. So I imagine we were kind of like on a bit of a path, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look
So-
like a path to anyone but you, probably.
Yeah, it's like a deer path that leads out here. So, you just keep your eyes open for the telltale signs of a deer path. Very low entrances, every once in a while deer like to rub up and mark like fucking trees or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do that, but they do. It's kind of shit like that you keep your eyes open for, and you don't get hung up on the details,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Using that kind of method, you can move pretty quickly through the woods. I mean,
Nice.
the smell sucks, but
So you're just walking up to trees and smelling them?
no, fuck that. I'm trying not to smell things because it smells like burning rubber and gasoline. Fern
Valid.
Gully's invaded my bog. I don't want any part of this. I can get the fuck out.
Okay, so we definitely get like a little montage of you kind of like leading the way and really instigating this difficult travel. You can see there's this clearing that you're pretty sure that's the X on your map, and you can see it. And you start to take a step forward when you hear a bubbling, and then there's like a spit of something that just you see like off in the distance, a puff of smoke and gas pop up out of the ground. And then there's another one, bubble, poof, more gas pops up out of the ground. You've been starting to smell this tarry, decay, burning plant rubber scent. The scent is strong with this one. You have come up to basically a minefield of poisonous peat holes.
Oh,
Yeah, swamp gas ain't no joke.
all right. So
Somehow modified in a little bit of an extra special way that you're not really sure how.
My dear companions, I defer to you with this question because my expertise is bodies, not nature, but I could be wrong. So please, tell me, does this seem unnatural to you?
yeah, Ernestine kneels down. Yo, this shit be dank. Get rid of the stank. I use command nature.
Oh my god.
I have to use a rhyming couplet. That's literally written in the rules.
It's in there. It is.
I love that. Go on. Wait, I'm looking at it. Hang on.
So my brief poem entreats the plants to produce a harmless effect by moving or growing slightly. So in this case, I want the peat crap to kind of shift a little bit out of our way so we're not stepping into like natural landmines.
Mm-hmm. So I think in order to do that here's what I'll say. You can do that to like one of them and at a time, slowly doing kind of a ritual way, or you can spend, I'll say, 4 adventure points to just suck up, like cover up all of the holes.
I got money to burn, so we're down to 10.
Awesome. All right. Well done. So do you want to describe what that looks like? Like if you were to be looking over top of these bubbling poisonous field of gassy peat holes.
So Ernestine looks like an orangutan like mated with a Sasquatch, and like he like kneels down and like says that couplet, and then all of a sudden, not like really like seagrass, but like, you know, like that thick bog grass pulls up from the ground. It's like one of those fast motion things, like if you're watching a nature documentary of things moving in super speeded up vision. The grass kind of grows, engulfs the bog mines, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, and kind of like slowly shifts it in the mud.
Nice.
Yeah, his simian brow is very heavy as he concentrates on it, which is really hard considering, you know, his current state at any given time.
Of inebriation.
Yes.
I'm here for it. Drunk competence. Okay. Yeah, and I definitely think like it's almost like beautiful the way that the vines and plants weave together to kind of form this safer path for all of you guys to walk across. Is there anything that you would like to study or try to check about the peat holes or anything like that, or do you guys just like book it across?
I mean,
yeah, I'll poke over around the peat holes. I want to see. Well, I probably don't actually know, but
I got an idea.
Shoot.
I think I have sample collection bottles as part of my doctoring outfit.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a tongue depressor. I'd have that. I'm a doctor, I think. I'm going to quickly slap some in a bottle, cork it, and keep the party moving. Like, or keep moving with the party. I'm not in front. You know what I mean.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Would that be a roll?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, do you feel like that's something that Bonzi would be? Because I know that you're good at medicine stuff, but it's still like a poisonous hole that you might not be so good with. You might not know as much about that. So I think I'm going to have you make a roll.
All right, so yes, I will roll to do this sample collection, not haphazardly to such a degree that I hurt myself.
Yay! You didn't.
Hey!
Oh,
Yep.
an 18. Okay, work.
Hot
Yeah.
diggity.
Yeah, you definitely, you swipe that shit right up. Yeah, you're like a ladle in a soup kitchen. You get it all in your little test tube, and then you tuck it away in your pouch. You can see even like a little bit of this regular, like greenish poisonous gas that you would associate with a bog, mixed with this kind of like glowing yellow energy, just like tries to like reach up and grab you almost as if it has a hand, but then it just fades away, like misting into the air.
Hey,
Okay.
I studied those bog creatures before, right?
Yes.
Is it kind of like the same energy that they're giving off? Or they were
Yes.
giving off? All right, radical.
I'll say it's almost as though these things that are already hazardous have somehow become more hazardous. Previously, nature, that was Zar that said that, right?
Yeah.
You know that nature can be dangerous, right? Because you've been in it. But it's not usually dangerous unless it feels threatened. And this is not, you're not threatening it, but
Right.
it's still dangerous.
So that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly just not nature?
I think it's augmentation magic. Someone's making it stronger.
Astute observations. I'm gonna just turn around and leave.
Special thanks to our logo designer Sierra Twazen, to Toys and Things in Danvers, Massachusetts, Reaper Miniatures, and Mongoose Publishing. If you enjoy the show, help the podcast grow. Give us a follow on Twitter at Lords Broken, join the community Discord, and maybe consider offering a small tribute to the old ones on our Ko-Fi. All these links and more can be found in our link tree at linktr.ee/the Broken Lords. Thank you.